Did you hear about Benny the Butcher signing the Def Jam Records?
Yeah, I saw it.
So Benny posted to his Instagram. He said, "A Buffalo nigga, the new face of the legendary Def Jam, signed my major deal finally. This for DJ Shay, Griselda, BSF. This is big. Huge Buffalo. We did it. Again, gotta thank. He goes into his thanks. Hove, of course, and the whole Rock Nation family. Westside Gun, Conway, Griselda, my team, the Sopranos, my niggas. You know." And so he said, "Big Unc Snoop, I appreciate you, OG. You know that the Butcher's coming." What do you think about Benny the Butcher signing the Def Jam Records?
Kind of ambivalent about it. I mean, I really don't know what to make of it. I mean, for me, he's built a really strong and solid fan base, and so if Def Jam is going to help take him to, I guess, a level of superstardom that he's not currently seeing, that makes sense. But that also remains to be seen because, like you and I talked about behind the scenes, they haven't really had a big current star, hip hop star, in a minute. Wouldn't you say?
No, no, this is facts. Before we go on with this discussion, Darnell Lee, he requested that we do a Mobb Deep and Outkast versus, and you pick Mobb Deep and I pick Outkast songs. How do you feel about that challenge?
Let's go. You're in more trouble than you were about the tribe
Oh,
versus.
you want to do that? Really? Okay.
I don't want to do that. I'll take that smoke. I'll take Mob. I know Mob Deep's catalog. Yeah, yeah.
We'll talk about that behind the scenes. Yeah,
Right.
I'm down for either. But okay.
Because I got some Prodigy verses for you, boy. Woo.
Well, all right. To get on this Benny signing Def Jam, it's just a lot of questions, right? He just had Hit Boy produce his whole effort, Burden of Proof, and you did all of that without Def Jam Records, and and you have the buzz that you have. Plugs I met. You got Tana Talks 3. You get whatever feature you want, pretty much. I
Yeah.
just, as a listener, as a viewer, as a journalist to a degree, I just don't understand what this record deal comes with. What changes things exactly? Like,
No, you're
um,
right.
go ahead.
No, you're right. That's why I'm kind of ambivalent about it because I really don't know what it does for him because I think the only thing that can really happen for him it's going to, I guess I would say, like change his stature or his status or take him further than what his current projection is like a big record, you know? And
Right.
so, but Mike, everybody already loves him and he already has almost, you can name it at his disposal. So it's really about making that record and becoming that guy because here's what I mean, and I've
Right.
always kind of and I brought up the Method Man comparison. Well, Method Man had "I'll Be There for You." Hey, Mike, hold on one second.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go to the chat.
yeah,
Whoa, you good? Yeah, Mike Sanders says, "Good point, Mike. I don't know why he signed the deal either." DeCarl P. White says, "I respect you." Y'all going back and forth. All right. Well, this is what I don't understand, and I think these are the questions that we got to answer. Currently, what does a record deal look like? Because this isn't the days of 106 in Park or TRL or MTV Jams where you don't get on these platforms that sell your individual record unless you sign a record deal. And you have those situations where, well, not situations, the way the industry used to be when you only bought CDs and albums where the record label, when you sign on to them, they handle the manufacturing of that. And, you had no way of actually printing up tons and tons of CDs, albums, whatever. That's not the case. Everything's digital. Benny's able to get whatever feature it seems like he wants. He's able to get on other people's records at will. He's able to tour heavy, tour at festivals. He's everywhere. Rock Nation brunch, everything, and it just begs the question, like, okay, well, what changes with this Def Jam record deal? And why is the record deal even in play? I think what the fans, at least a fan like myself, wants to know is like, is this going to change the actual music? Coop, you there? You there?
Yep, I'm coming.
Okay, yeah, you went out for a second. It was showing that. It was showing the Skype thing. Are you switched off?
No, I had to come outside.
Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. Coop's outside now. But yeah. So I think the biggest question is like, so what is Def Jam going to actually do in this relationship that is going to, I guess, enhance the artist that Benny the Butcher is, or is it going to be one of those things where it's like, okay, I fucked with Benny's music before he got with Def Jam. Excuse me, Def Jam. So it's like I don't really know what changes. And
Well, that's what I mean. What can they do for him that's going to change things? Do they know something that we don't?
in today's market, like I was saying when you were offline, when you were away, is it's like, okay, this isn't the days where you need to sign a record deal because you need placement in a CD store, or you know what I'm saying, you need your CDs on the front rack at the record store, or you need Def Jam to give you a budget for a music video so you can get this music video on MTV and BET to promote your record that is in the store. Those manufacturing costs are non-existent now. But you're right. It could be a big record that digitally he needs to be, pushed to the forefront. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Because again, when's the last time a major label gave us a star in hip hop? We have to look at that too.
I mean, Mike, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, people don't even, this is what I mean. I was ambivalent about it. I don't even know who signed to who anymore. I just figure everybody's kind of independent now. And
Yeah.
everything's just kind of a distribution deal.
I guess
Because
on
I
the
figure
other
that's the smarter way for you to make your money.
on the other end too, though, what does a Def Jam offer somebody like a Benny that's already moving in that way? And like, what type of record deal can you even offer him? What can you even tell him? Like, look, we can do this, this, and this for you. I don't even know what this, and this would be. Benny is pretty much at the top of the game. People are anticipating his effort. He's in the hottest crew in hip hop right now. I don't think radio songs are important to them. They've actually proven in this era that you could be super successful and run the rap game without a radio song.
No, that's what I mean, Mike. They're kind of already eating off the merch, off the shows, off the independents. And so, like, for me, this is just like about a next level of stardom potentially. But that would beg the question to me is like, well, how does Def Jam provide that for you?
Right.
Does he know something that we don't about what Def Jam is about to provide? Or do they know something about him? Or have they heard some material from him recently, maybe via Jay or from what they've been hearing in Rock Nation that says, like, you know what, let's go ahead and, like, put this guy, in our machine and, like, see what happens? Because, like, outside of that, it doesn't make sense for him because they already, like, Mike, they're already on their run. This isn't, like, the start of their run. Like, they're a few years into their run now.
Maybe this is a way to take the run to the next level. Maybe it's one of those things that, like you said, he knows something that we don't know, and the fact that West Side, might be on to other things. But, I don't know. I don't know what it is, and I guess we're just going to have to wait and see. But the fact that he had Lil Wayne and Big Sean on his first single for his last album, what exactly are they going to offer you? Like, what more could you want other than, or what more could you need as an artist? You had Hit Boy produce the whole album, just like Nas did. And then you had, Big Sean and Lil Wayne on your first single. What is Def Jam about to do for you?
No, I mean, Mike, you're right. They're very valid questions. What is Def Jam about to do for you, Mike? And I mean, until the record, what was it, Timeless?
Mm-hmm.
We're playing and Sean. I mean, Mike, it was the worst record on the album. It hurt the album.
That's the other thing too. Like, his audience doesn't really connect with I'm part of his audience. I don't really connect with his mainstream, I'm trying to make a hit record stuff. I like his, rubber bands and weight type stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, Mike, it's like when I play his stuff, it's like I want to hear Rick. I want to hear his verse on Gods Don't Bleed. I want to hear 97 Hove. I want to hear Rubber Bands and Weight. Like, no, I'm with you. I mean, even on that album, it's like I want to hear One Way Flight. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, you know what? We're just gonna have to wait and see, and I guess hopefully that means that we're gonna get some Benny material in 2022, and it's probably gonna be a big rollout for it, which is a good thing
No, no,
because
no, no. It's good. It's good that he's getting like this recognition and this notoriety. But I just don't think anything is going to take his stardom to the next level without like that record. Like most guys that get talked about the way that he gets talked about, with the exception of a few, usually make some sort of record. Like,
yeah,
like I mean, Mike, it doesn't have to be like One More Chance or I'll Be There for You. He just needs to even make like a Shay Shay Lagos.
and that could happen. And I think what,
Yeah.
and I'm kind of answering some of my own questions. If we once we keep talking, I think the rollout is gonna be what separates things, right? Like so.
Or,
In
or Mike,
today's time, I mean, so much music comes out. I think what Def Jam may have been able to promise him is that you're going to get a real rollout that's going to differentiate you from everything that's just coming out, next week or whatever.
okay, that could be. I mean, Mike. I mean, this is what I mean. Like, he could just make an ice cream. Like, if Griselda did an ice cream style song that like ended up on his album, like for the females,
That'd be hard.
like that'll
And I
play,
think
Mike.
they could do that.
Yeah, they can more than do that. That's what I mean. It's just like what he really wants is like for me already within his grasp without Def Jam. So it's like, we'll see what happens with it.
They say coop outside. Yeah, coop outside.
Yeah, keep outside. A bird flew into my garage.
A bird flew into-
Yeah, I heard something flapping by the door, Mike. I'm thinking it's an animal or something. You know where I'm up at. I'm like, because I saw a coyote up the street last night when I was coming home a
shit.
few nights ago. Right. Yeah, there's a coyote chasing a rabbit across the street. But it's like, yeah,
That's live television right there, y'all.
Yeah, a whole
That's-
blue jay I heard something fluttering. I'm thinking it's an animal. That's why I was like, hold up, Mike, I'm about to get up because I'm about to bag something. I'm about to fight some animal. It's a damn bird. That's even worse because a bird flying back and forth while I'm trying to do the podcast.
Yeah, that's not